Have you heard of the term coronavirus haircut? Is this you? If you have done something like this video might give you an insight how to deal with hair failures during pandemic. Here's my story. During pandemic, I had a couple of hair failures from bleaching my hair and cutting my hair, and recently I decided to cut my hair again. And I mean, some of you guys might say it looks fine. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of growing on me and I'm kind of used to it, but when I first cut it, I had a mental breakdown, okay? I didn't like it and I think I cut it too chunky. It could have been much better, but you know, it already happened. So today, what I want to focus on is how we can cope with our poor impulsive decision making and its consequences. Because I do regret it. I really miss my long fringes, but it's okay. If you have been following me for a while, you already know that I'm kind of a person who tries to be on the bright side, utilize whatever I have to live my life to the fullest. So I want to take a look at this issue, having an unwanted outcome from different perspectives. What I do is try to find other ways to compensate my own mistake and failures. So when this happened, I try to focus on something that I can control. This I cannot control, and it's already done and it's not gonna grow any faster even though I cry every night. Instead of complaining and blaming myself, I focused on something that I can control, which was my skincare. Thank you COSRX for sponsoring this video. COSRX and we go back a long way. I encountered and learned about COSRX when I was desperately looking for a solution for my acne in my late 20s. At the time, to my knowledge, COSRX was the only brand that had pimple patches made of hydrocolloid. I started using pimple patches and it definitely helped me through my horrifying acne crisis and minimize my acne scars. I still get pimples every month, but I barely get scars from my pimples because of these patches. And here's my scientific reasoning for that. First, we need to think about why we get acne scars and what's the process of it. Scarring is part of natural healing process, but there is a way to prevent it. Our body forms scars when there is damage to our skin that requires extra support to close up the wound to protect the underlying skin from the surroundings. This happens when there is uncontrolled inflammation, infection, or excessive tension on the skin because of underlying pressure from the excessive fluid buildup. The key is to make our body think that the wound is stabilized, and there's no need to produce excessive collagen to help the wound healing. So hydrocolloid patches come in handy in this situation. It acts like a scab and it protects the wound, also absorbs the fluid building around the wound. And it serves as a physical barrier over the pimple to prevent you from picking at it. Picking a pimple increases the inflammation and not only slows down the healing process, it increases pigmentation and scarring. So COSRX has newly launched their Master Patch Intensive and Basic. I really love the oval shaped intensive patch with a super thin edge, which makes it almost invisible on the skin. This tapered edge helps to seal the patch on the curved surfaces like jawline and hairline. Just had a huge pimple here and I applied the intensive patch overnight and it reduced the size of my pimple overnight. Yeah. It's been 3 days, it's gone, basically. Like I already mentioned in my previous skincare routine video, I don't have perfect skin. But I love my skin texture and I love the ritual of the skincare itself. It makes me feel like I'm taking care of myself and loving myself. So when this happened, I try to take care of my skin a little bit better, eat healthier, and do something for myself. Because in my opinion, glowing skin makes everything better. So here's my skincare routine. In the morning, instead of washing my face, I gently go over with a toner pad to get rid of all the impurities. Then I use this BHA Blackhead Power Liquid, which provides daily exfoliation to unclog my pores. This is a must step for me because I have super acne prone skin. I easily break out even when I'm a tiny bit stressed, and my hormones are slightly imbalanced, so I tried my best to minimize breakouts by using some exfoliants. And then I apply a generous amount of full fit Propolis light ampoule on my skin. I love this ampoule. It's so rich but lightweight and super moisturizing. It always leaves my skin so plump and radiant. Also, Propolis is well known for its antimicrobial and anti-inflammatory properties, so it has been widely used in medicine and dermatology to treat staph, strep, and fungal infections. There are lots of studies confirming Propolis is highly effective in treatment of acne, and it also helps with the wound healing by accelerating collagen type 3 during the healing process. That's my skincare routine. It's very simple and compact. It just brings out my morning vibes and makes me feel ready for the day. And also I do take another step to moisturize my lips because my lips are usually chapped 24/7. It's always dry and desolate, so I use a lip scrub if I have time. If I don't, then I just apply some lip sleep. It's like overnight lip treatment, but it really works and moisturizes my lips so well. So all these things that I'm going to show you are to support the positive mindset. I think that has to come first before anything to overcome any life failures. This is just a little minor life failure, but we're learning from this. So keep that in mind. And the second step that I take is taking care of my body and soul. How do you do that? It's very easy. Workout. This is backed by science as well. When you're working out, your body releases adrenaline, and adrenaline makes you happy. Have you heard of endorphin? It's like a happy juice flowing in your body. So yeah, that will happen if you move around your body. So don't cry on your bed. Instead of doing that, you just do some squats and then play some music and dance. I know. I just drank some coffee, so this is what you're gonna get. The next one is a more realistic solution, which is directly related to hair. In my case, it was very minor, small mistake. This was pretty straightforward, salvageable. So what I did is just style differently. You just curl your hair or put your hair up so that you can solely embrace your short bangs. It looks very unique now. Or you can just pull it up all the way so that you can kind of remove the bangs out of your face. And we have hair accessories. We have hats. We can always hide our hair with their help. So, for example, wearing hat like this. Just experimenting with the unique looks because you don't have to look a certain way to look beautiful. There's no ultimate standard for beauty. Beauty is very subjective. If you like it, that's beautiful, okay? You're beautiful. You need to think that you're beautiful. So play with hair accessories and hats. Don't stop there. You can venture out even more to the clothing. Now is the time to try out different styles and rock it. You can rock anything if you believe in yourself. Who knows? You may create the next new look. You can be that girl or that guy. Now I'm going to show you how I transform my current hairstyle to the style that I like. I'm going to curl my hair. It's a little bit different than my usual way, so I'm going to show you how I do it. The top section away. If you want a detailed hair tutorial, let me know, okay? So I'm going to do it real quick. I love this song. I'm making the tight curls because my bangs are short. So I'm doing my whole head in tight curls so that everything will blend. Okay, so the back hairs are done. Now we're left with the problematic part. This one I go with a curling iron which has a clip. And I just go away from the face. So we really want the end to be curled like that. And so I'm just gonna roll it up, rolling up, but focusing on the ends. For the bottom section, we avoid curling the ends because it's the most damaged part. But the top section, we actually curl the ends. That's what we want, like that. So I'm going back with the curling wand, place it underneath, and roll it once, and twice, and slide. So we created that little S shape. Okay, just like that. And it looks like I have a curtain bang instead of a big chunky layer. So the point here is to curl the ends so that it blends in. Yeah. And just feel yourself. Whatever you have, maximize it. Make it work. I sound like a crazy lady. So yeah, we just need to focus on what we can control. This simple rule applies to everything in life. If something bothers you, something doesn't go your way, and making you blame yourself and feel unhappy, maybe it's time to look around and find something that we can control. You may think the hair failure as an example is sort of absurd, but I thought a lot of you guys might resonate with me because we have done something during the pandemic. I hope this not so serious example makes you reflect and serve as a reminder. If it already happened, just rock it.
Wondering if thousands of miles away the sky's just as blue. It's as if I'm stuck in yesterday when I'm thinking of you. 'Cause when you have your morning coffee, I'm turning out